No, because sis honestly cannot be serious. What? Y'all
Sit down.
listen to this.
Oh yeah.
Everybody have done some things in
Yup.
life that they're not proud of, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But one thing I can tell you about Brianna, and I can't even see the chat, but either way, one thing I can tell you about Brianna, when she have done something wrong, she do have a heart to come back and apologize,
And
and
apologize. Yeah.
she it holds herself and take accountability of the things that she do wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people have an issue with um her being pregnant. Why? I'm not for sure why, because there's a lot of people who have kids at age 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 40, 50, you know what I'm saying? So I say all of that to say this: just because she's pregnant, and Brianna have said this on her live, you know what I'm saying? At the age of what, 32,
Yeah, she's 32.
she's only been with three men her whole entire life. You understand what I'm saying? At the age of 32, some people can be with 10 to 15 men at that
Mm-hmm.
age. You hear me? So okay, so so what? She got, it's a difference if she can't afford her kids. What's wrong with her having six kids? Some grandmothers done had 10 to 15 kids at one time. Now it's a difference if she can't afford them. Then
Yeah.
yes, I will see something wrong with that. But one thing about Brie, guess what? She don't ask nobody for nothing. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Anytime Brianna has been blessed, it's because we have asked her to have the baby shower. We've asked her, okay, post your cash out so we can bless you. We've asked her to do whatever blessings that we chose to, you know what I'm saying? Anything,
Mm-hmm.
yes, there is a whole lot of lies out there that Bree scam, Bree did this, and all of that is a lie and in the pits of hell. Because
Yeah.
Bree has never scammed.
All they do is lie, 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 and then lie some more. These people are truly delusional. You got to be shitting me. Ha! Hey y'all, it's YouTube's favorite unicorn, your girl Tay with the T. Let's get into it, baby. People keep trying to push a false narrative that something is that it ain't, and I don't know who they trying to prove it more to, the internet or themselves. But at this point, I'm solely confused on any type of actions that's taking place right now. Like right now. Habitual boundary crossing is a thing, right? People have no boundaries within this saga, whatever you choose to call it, right? Now, before we get into that, right? This person, right? Brie Lala, right? Brie Lala, right? She's on the internet basically trying to prove to everybody, right, that she has this whatever type of relationship going on with her baby father, the baby father of the twins, that is, right? And with that being said, she's doing everything in her power to push a narrative that they locked in, right? Now, on the other end, the person is creating the total opposite narrative, right? They're moving to this place, they're going to take their mama, they're going to take their fur pet, fur baby, but they didn't say anything about their baby mama and their new babies. So if this person is going to be moving to a whole nother place and the only person or people that's going is the mama and the dog, where is another person going to be involved? How is this supposed to work? Or is there going to be some big surprise like, haha, look, we fooled y'all? We bought a house together, we moved in together, and we living happily ever after, right? Now, if that turns out to be a thing, that would be great, because that would mean at some point she was able to keep some things private. And no, she wasn't able to keep some things private. He was, right? Because she came on the internet with everything that had nothing to do with the factors of basically defaming. Just like she defamed each and every one of her other baby fathers in her previous relationships, she did the same one in this one. It's just that this person handled things different, right? Now, let's get back into the factors of that habitual boundary crossing. In this saga, right? I don't know why people feel that they have the right to talk to these people, speak of these people, and involve themselves in these people's lives to the factors of as if they really know them and they have all rights to be saying the things that they are saying. And I'm actually talking to some of the content creators on both sides, because it amazes me how people feel like they be talking to somebody that has to be listening. You don't have to listen to a damn thing that a person say. And then the factors of the way that people choose to display what it is that they display and feel like a person has to be listening. And then I think sometimes people just be doing things for likes, views, and clicks, right? Just the fact is they be just so excited when people respond to them. I think it's just the fact is that the people that they decide to speak of have acknowledged them and gave them some type of attention. So now they're going to use that attention to let everybody know that they was mentioned, and this is how they're going to get the clicks, the views, and the retention. At the end of the day, you got to be quicker than that. You got to be better than that. And hopefully, I would have thought that people would be smarter than that. But for me, I learned a long time ago, all money is not good money, right? All money is not good money. And I'm going to say that again, because if something has to defamate your character in order for you to get it, then was it really worth it? The thing that is supposed to be valued the most is being diminished. And that is your character, your word. Your word is supposed to be everything. That's the only thing that you could give that comes free, that can't nobody take away, baby. But in this saga, it seems to be lying is a thing, overstepping boundaries seem to be a thing, and people forgetting their place. My thing is, we all learned about this situation on the internet, and that's exactly where it should have stayed, on the internet. But you got to remember, these people live their life on the internet, and yes, we do have the right to give our opinion on that. But when you start inserting yourself like you these people therapist or a family member for real, and you actually have the right to be saying how it is that you feel, to the extent you are overstepping. Now, my thing is, at some point in time, it's one thing to have an opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with having an opinion. We were all entitled in giving. Yeah, I live in New York City, so that is the traffic. We are all entitled to have an opinion, but that don't mean that the opinion that you are given is either a good one, right? Or it's an opinion that even has to be given. Some shit you can keep to yourself. But being that people be trying to monopolize off of the same things that they talk about other people doing every day, that's just what we get to see displayed. And for me, I think that it'd be corny, because for grown people to be grown, well, some people say they grown, but age really doesn't make you grown at this point. Because I'm going to just be honest with you. I have come across some of the nastiest of my elders that I could ever even imagine. When I was raised, it was, oh, you respect your elders. And that was the way that things were supposed to be. But elders are supposed to have respect ultimately as well. And these adults that call themselves adults and so-called elders be surprising me at this point. Because when I grew up, I would have never seen an older lady acting the way that I see some of these older ladies act. And I'm being realistic. And that's a fact. It's one thing to be putting out knowledge or trying to pour into somebody or pour into even something. But when you are just as negative as the thing that you call yourself asserting or inserting yourself into, then now you also are part of the problem. And sometimes being a part of the problem just makes it an even bigger problem. Because if the older people can't school the younger people, then how is anybody going to get any type of circle of understanding? Nobody's not going to understand anybody because I can't relate to you. And obviously you can't relate to me. But one thing Tay will always have is boundaries. I will never have an opinion to the fact is that I'm inserting myself where I'm threatening people. I'm finding out information on people. I'm putting out things on people that I wouldn't, you understand? But if a person puts out something on themselves, that's something that's totally different. Do you understand? They put it out into the public, so obviously they didn't mind having it mentioned. But it's not what you do. It's always how you do it that the intentions come with. And people don't be having no good intentions. Anybody could talk shit. Anybody could talk shit. It's not hard. It's not. It's not hard to call people a bunch of... It's not hard to call people a bunch of... It's not hard to try to hit somebody below the belt. Now, what is hard is to be healthy, remain healthy, and speak from a healthy place. And if all of these women have said they've been through the things that they've been through, how could you ever put that type of pollution into the air? I don't understand it. Even down to the factors of Robert's daughter. I'm going to be real with you. She's still a child. You can't tell a child to be a child, but then you basically, how can I say, interact with them as the adult that you say that they not supposed to be acting like. Half of the women that be in that girl comments or speaking on her, they be going too far. And I'm going to be realistic with you. You supposed to play the part as an adult. I'm going to be real. If somebody addresses my kid that has a parent, I already have a problem with it. But you also have to remember, addressing a child's parent, even though they are a kid, you still going to have a problem with it. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what age I am, you're not going to disrespect my mother, friend. And people be all up in this lady comments like they doing her any help. You causing more trauma. If a situation is already bad, by you sitting there putting badass comments in a badass situation, how is that conducive to anybody? And then for me, when people say things and then get a response, they start to ultimately feel like, oh God, I can't believe a person said that to me. What gives them the right? That you could have shut the fuck up. You could have actually shut the fuck up. And that's what gave them the right. The moment you opened your mouth and interjected or injected or input yourself into their situation, you can't tell people how to fight and how to respond. You can't. And that's what this is a big ass situation of. People always trying to one up the next person when there's enough facts and truth within situations that people are basically crashing out within themselves. You don't have to help. But anyway, this is your girl Tay with the T. You know you're going to get them sits from me, baby. And at the end of the day, if you have not became a member, please become a member, friend. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep your girl alive. And your girl Tay is out. Stay up and stay safe. And definitely stay sucker free. Sucker free is definitely a thing. La 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 lattes were a la 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 lattes were a